Be very happy you won the Super Bowl. Cause oh, today's Bully Hoops, folks.
Ball game. No.
Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No.
What? Oh no!
No.
That is
No.
Freeman hits the ball to right field. She is
Hey everyone, welcome to the second episode of Major League Mixdown.
Is it Mixdown or Markdown? Because you made that mistake last time.
Okay, relax. I fixed it. I
The
fixed
logo
it.
says Markdown. It's a
I fixed it. What are you getting mad at me for?
well, no, because you said Mixdown on your promos, the thumbnail, the title of the video, but you said Markdown in the video, and the logo was edited to say Markdown in the last video. So what's going on?
Please ignore the vocal typo and the logo typo.
Yeah, right.
See, so what happened was I actually I edited the video. I said Markdown, so it was originally Major League Mix. Then I said Markdown. So I changed the logo to Markdown, but then I forgot to do that when posting to Twitter and Instagram and the YouTube thumbnail and the YouTube video title. We don't have to worry about that, okay? We're here and we're talking hoops today. We're gonna open today's episode with a question. Should players have podcasts? In my opinion, it honestly depends. Some people think it has an impact on team success, but me personally, I don't really think it does. That kind of leaves no room for nuance, you know? Even if people, lock in and hoop, I don't really think that podcasts have anything to do with it. The reason I bring this up is because Kendrick Perkins on ESPN before the Philly and Knicks game said that the Knicks teammates, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, have to quit their podcast. And all I gotta say to that is quitting that podcast gonna make us like 1-6 against the top teams? I don't think that's crazy. That was because Paul George said he was going to take a break from Podcast Pete. Just because, the team's not in a good place right now. And, Kendrick Perkins was like, well, that's a good thing. You know who should also quit the podcast? Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. I'm paraphrasing. But I just want to point something out to y'all. And y'all could call me biased because we already know. Big Nick on my body, whatever. But I'm going to tell you right now, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart combined make less money this year than Paul George does. It's not even about team success. It's about principle.
A record against the top teams in the NBA. Pretty horseshit.
Would it be 0-7?
Yep.
0-6?
7. Frustrating part about all this is that like we have what it takes. We have the personnel. We have.
Are you
everything
sure
we
about
need
that?
in that locker room? We just got to put it together. The amount of times we've been embarrassed on national television, I mean that should ring a bell.
Mm-hmm.
That should be a wake up call in itself, and not just for those games, just for the rest of the season. We gotta wake the hell up.
And we gonna get to Paul George in a minute. Nuance is key here. When the Knicks beat the Sixers, they had the literal inverse records of each other. The 76ers were 20-38, and the Knicks were 30-20. Are the Knicks frauds? I already talked about this last episode. They might just be, but hey, they're third in the Eastern Conference for a reason. 4th overall NBA. Please stop it. Stop it. Now I want to move on and dedicate this next session to Philly's entire situation. It is cooked. Filet mignon is cooked. And I remember before the season started, when y'all got Paul George, y'all said y'all had championship aspirations. And you're like, oh, Seth, why are you so salty towards the I'm salty towards them because they talked all that mess. They said Paul George was gonna help them beat the Knicks and that we wouldn't even said that they said that Cat was a fraud. They said They was speaking all that mess. They was talking all that mess about my point guard. And they gotta stop. And now look what happened. I low-key feel bad. They had championship aspirations, bruh. Listen, in my honest opinion, the Philly Knicks series was absolute cinema. Y'all already know. It already had the Mike Breen double bang. Game 2 was a movie. On the same night that Jamal Murray hit a game winner against the Lakers. That was so hype. One of the best series I've ever watched. Listen, Joel Embiid, for his sake, oh man, I can't lie to you, bro. When you just injury prone like that, it's the same knee that was giving you problems. I think it might be time to retire. And I know people don't like saying that, but process is not fully over till he retires or leaves Philly. I don't think people were saying that he was gonna get traded, but like I don't really see that happening. I feel like Daryl Morey isn't that stupid. Or maybe he is. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Maybe Morey is a liar. But you know, I get why some people are upset at Embiid. He was the person who yanked Mitchell Robinson's ankle. So I get to be salty about that at least. But you know what? No. I actually benefit from all this. You know why? Because I get to cook Paul George. Before y'all say I'm hating, you're right, I am hating. Because he's getting paid too much money. I don't think I've ever seen, like, sure, like, I guess he's on the uptick now. He's locked in. But, I'm sorry. The video of him saying he would put the pod on pause was the funniest. That was low-key funny. Podcast was Reggie. Podcast was, ooh, I cannot say that. I can't say that. Oh my god. Anyways. I don't know why y'all would give Paul George that money. And Daryl Morey, James Harden might have been right. Daryl Morey might be a liar. And that's crazy. Paul George has never been that guy. Listen. Y'all could sit here and say, oh yeah, you know, he was low-key to go in Indy. He was supposed to be better than LeBron in Indy. Y'all know what?
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
Please go ask the Indiana fans what they think of Paul George. Hey, if you a fan of Indy, what do you think of Paul George? Let me know in the comments below. Because I'm trying to prove a point here. Y'all can't. No. Especially with the way he left India. No. Paul George has never been that guy. Number one, right? He got cooked. Bro, y'all remember when Donovan Mitchell was a rookie on the Utah Jazz? He sent that OKC team home. You want to know who was on that OKC team? Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, and Paul George. Paul George shot like 12.5% in elimination game 6. Number 2, the year after that, Dame Dollar Dame, half-court Dame, all about Dame, hit that shot in his mouth to send him to the crib. And you want to know what he said after that? That's a bad shot. That's a bad shot. The next year after that was a bubble year, and they didn't know what they was going to do with the league, right? We get in the bubble, right? People were saying it was supposed to be the Battle of LA. It was supposed to be the Lakers versus the Clippers, right? And what happened? The Clippers match up against the Nuggets, and Jamal Murray cooked them. Paul George had one of the worst before. Bubble Paul George, they call him Pandemic P. They called you a virus. That was you. It literally became a meme.
George, way off. It's the side of the backboard.
Ball game.
Tie! Missed everything.
Paul George, listen to me when I say this. You are trash. Paul George has never been that guy. I'm sorry. And then Daryl Morey turned around and gave you that money. He was like, oh, but Chell be a third option. With the way shit has been going out, I don't think you could. How do you pay a third option that much? Really, man? Poor Tyrese Maxey. That's the only person I really feel bad for on that Philly team. Now, let's get over with some quick pointers we're going to talk about. That stuff that happened over the past week. So, Steph Curry keeps torching the league. He dropped 56 points on February 27th, and what is with that date for him? He just keep cooking. Just the Magic, they won that game. Detroit beat the Celtics. So, the Knicks, they met last night. They did lose against the Warriors, yes. They blew with 21. Listen. You know what they did win against? They won against the Grizzlies. Brunson clutch. OG walked the game off. And they beat the Heat in overtime too. Clutch shooting. Jalen Brunson, Eastern Conference Player of the Week. That is my guy right there. Do not sleep on him. He top 10 in the league. Stop playing. Wanted to shout out a comment from @Christopher Cartagena. I'm so sorry. I do not know how to pronounce that. Love this content. We definitely need more of this. New York sports always catching flack at UConn. It's Northeast Connecticut, so I don't know what else I expected, but I got you. My UConn New York fans band together. All right, for too long, we have suffered. Stop. All right, stop it. Just cut the thing.